The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time to focus on Drew Brees and this New Orleans offense, and you probably would have figured that 40 points in that Week 1 game against Tampa Bay would have been enough, but that was not the case. Brees was really good, though, in the loss.
37 of 45, 439 yards, and 3 touchdowns good. There's no doubt. And you're right, 40 points should have been enough to get the job done. The problem for the New Orleans Saints, they were chasing the entire game. Tampa Bay set such a pace and created such a wide gap that even to chew up some of that gap and get close, it's just too much heavy lifting.
Ready. You're waiting.
Brees now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Brees. Looking for Gann, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Manning. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
New Orleans coming back onto the field. And an interesting note as we were looking over some of the stats from Week 1. You know, the Saints have now lost 5 straight season openers.
That's almost... I don't even know how to describe that. That doesn't even sound right.
It's not like they've had teams near the bottom of the NFL.
You know, you look and why, okay? Well, they have allowed quarterbacks to throw 14 touchdowns and no interceptions in those games. Previously, I understood it. New Orleans struggled on defense, but I thought last year was a breakout for the stop troops. They reverted back to form in this game to start 2018.
Throwing on first down is Brees. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Kill.
From the gun, it's Brees. Now Brees lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now the rookie first rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, with Barkley, you touched on it a little bit ago about them needing big games from him to take pressure off Eli.
He did have 106 yards in his NFL debut.
And what I think fans will take home with them, that home run play that he made. Right? Where I thought it was blocked pretty well initially, and then he used those powerful legs to step through a couple of tackles, get to the sideline, and then the acceleration. Whoosh! 68-yard touchdown. Giants fans expect to see plenty more of that in 2018.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night. But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, 28 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On first down, Breeze. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
And we'll see the second half of their dynamic duo in the backfield, and that's Alvin Kamara, who in 2017, the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. How about this? Over 1,500 total yards and 13 total touchdowns in a debut performance. Expect more of the same and probably a little bit extra.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. That's complete to Meredith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 1 quarter down. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Toss play, Kamara. And he's got some space here. Evades him at the 20. And he'll take it in the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the
an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
We get a look at the Saints defense as they file into position. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up the touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky. Preach.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And his throw here is incomplete. The defensive rookie of the year, Marshawn Lattimore, there in coverage for New Orleans.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, talk about OBJ.
He's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Jordan coming off a Pro Bowl campaign in 2017, 3rd time he's had that honor.
And he continues to play better and better as his career extends. Think about it this way. 4th in the league last year in sacks with 13. Helped the New Orleans Saints defense improve overall and help lead them to the playoffs. and now he shares Pro Bowl honors with his father, Steve, who was a Pro Bowl tight end in the NFL.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, Barkley. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Rosas puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Mike Gillisley now with the rest of this offense heading back onto the field. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
As we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
Kamara, by the way, he's the guy in the backfield right now because Mark Ingram is out for weeks 1 to 4, but that didn't appear to be a problem in week 1.
How many backs do you know that really mind carrying the load?
0.
All right, they'll say they missed their partner and they can't wait for him to get back, but in the meantime, they'll take every carry and catch they can get, and Alvin Kamara is no different. 141 yards of total offense, 3 touchdowns. They'll split the carries when Ingram gets back, but in the meantime, Kamara says, just give me the ball.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Speaking of Michael Thomas, no receiver had a bigger afternoon than him in week 1, albeit Charles in a losing effort.
The guy put up a big, big game. I mean, he got targeted 17 times. His catch percentage, off the charts because he had 16 catches. 180 yards and a touchdown. And he's one of those uber-confident receivers, which I guess that kind of encapsulates pretty much all of them. But I love his social media handle. Can't guard Mike.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They go back to Stewart on first. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Manning. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mike Gillislee now with the rest of this offense heading back onto the field. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here losing in the second quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Breeze now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
13.
Now Breeze. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Breeze now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, partner, of all the great things that we saw in week one, unfortunately there was some bad. Quite a few injuries, and the toughest one, Delaney Walker with that knee injury. He's gone for the year.
Yeah, and that's really, really difficult for the Tennessee Titans to absorb because in a lot of ways, he's their #1 target. He may play tight end, but he was the security blanket for Marcus Mariota. He'll be gone for the year. Greg Olsen with the Carolina Panthers, he left the game in a walking boot, but an injury of the same foot that was surgically repaired last year. And then there's some other injuries like Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Marquise Goodwin with San Francisco, Deshaun Jackson with Tampa Bay, Doug Baldwin with Seattle, and don't forget Cam O'Neal with the Atlanta Falcons. He got hurt, came back, left again. He's gone for the season as well with an ACL.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Breeze to throw again. Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it third down.
Get set.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
52 the mic, boys. 21.
Now Breeze again. Out to his left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
36. Wait, set. Ready, wait, set.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL, give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that, but for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And now out come the Giants. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Manning. Oh, trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Looks good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Manning to try again after the pick 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Mike Gillisley now with the rest of this offense heading back onto the field. Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this third quarter like he got the orange slices at the half.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when
he got the orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom, wasn't there?
There's always that mom. Wasn't yours, wasn't mine. All right, the bun of carrot sticks. And this guy, orange slices, and been reading the Surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Get set. Hey, two.
Breeze to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. First and 10 right at the 20. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. On second down, here's Breeze. And Watson has it right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas from 21 yards away. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Lutz now to kick this one away. New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Manning now to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, CD, looking back to last week, one interesting thing certainly was that tie between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. You know, that was the first Week 1 tie since 1971.
Yeah, I think our research told us that the Broncos and Dolphins tied 10-10. And remember, overtime was instituted by the NFL starting with the 1974 season.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to put a screen soon.
Manning going to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Mike Gillisley now with the rest of this offense heading back onto the field. He's looking sharp here so far in the third quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave him a little bounce. You know, came out, spring in his legs, a little pep in his step. He's taken off and running really well in the third quarter.
Sometimes we talk about how guys don't want halftime to come, but some guys, they're happy when that break gets there.
You never know which way it's going to go. He's taking advantage of it in this one, though.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. But quite a few teams this past week in the NFL were playing with new quarterbacks, guys that have been in the league, but in a new uniform, and they had quite a bit of success. You noted some of them. Who'd you have down?
It was really incredible success when you think about it. Kirk Cousins in Minnesota, 1. Case Keenum in Denver, 1. Alex Smith with Washington, 1 at Arizona. Pat Mahomes, he started one game last year, but it was really a throwaway. His true debut on the road against the Chargers wins. And Tyrod, whichever way he wants it pronounced, got a tie with Cleveland. How about a special category? Ryan Tannehill back with the Dolphins. He wins in their home game against Tennessee. And fear the beard. Ryan Fitzpatrick with a monster performance on the road, beating New Orleans with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And if you guys were worried, Brady and Rodgers still pretty good.
Yes.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. first kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at about the 14. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd and short. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
To Barkley on the check down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Hey, easy.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it. Because that is a run, and then there's some contact when you finally get to the edge. And those guys who can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice play by the defensive guys.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Shotgun now for Manning. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, gun.
Play action. Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, Manning over the middle to Beckham. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Again, it's Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. To throw is Manning. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Delay of game, offense. That penalty is declined.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Manning to throw once more. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Manning now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giants first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Manning again. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum, and even more hope when they had to slog their way downfield. They got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Rosas now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Again, it's Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Breeze. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we say so long from New Orleans.